Yes, this morning we had a wonderful presentation from Pat in a form that I hadn't really expected. But Pat, this morning when I came in, he gave me this wonderful introduction that he had also shared with the Toastmaster, and he had a great introduction. And believe it or not, if you remember the introduction that was given, he followed it almost to the T. So he had a great introduction that supported what he was going to talk about. He came up and he was ready when he's being introduced. He's over here in the corner, confidently standing, ready to go, but relaxed. If you'd taken a picture, if we'd drawn that little picture of him over here, he was relaxed, ready to go. He had his notebook, he came up here, he put it on the lectern to make sure that he had control. And then he interacted with the audience, which was a very positive thing right off the bat. I explained why he came up with this idea and concept that he wanted to do a non-manual speech. Pat, I was amazed. I knew that your dad was a air traffic controller for the FAA, but I got to listening to your speech while you're doing that, and I could see that he had impacted your speech patterns because you were talking quickly but very clearly, so that you were not slurring your words or goading us to do something or whatever, but is very clear and concise. The idea of being independent. And I found that was interesting that I knew you were an HR director, but I had never thought of an HR director being an independent entity, which you were talking about. It's supposed to be, but then you're also a mediator to go in and take a radical mess in a matter of minutes, get them to come together. And I could see how your rapid speech would do that. The conclusion was super powerful. I had never thought about it. I've never have had a notebook up here to close. I had never thought of that before, how powerful of an action that is to actually close. And with that, I'm going to close and pass it back to Scott.